Hi guys, so I'm here today with my Switch to Birth review, so let's get started. So, in the beginning, Daphne comes into the kitchen and she's asking John for a favor, and he basically just, I just thought this was so rude. He's just like, before or after your probation, and I'm like, really? Like, do you have to be so rude to her? Like, I don't know, he just has anger issues, and I'm tired of him, honestly. I don't like him. And when she gets to school, there's a bunch of security, and they have a whole new group of people that are hearing, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I didn't understand what was going on at first. I'm like, okay, so there's like 20 security guards at every door, and all the hearing people are just extremely rude. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just was confused. And then, Catherine, you find out she's going to therapy, and the doctor's already prescribing her pills, which I thought was funny, because she's like, yeah, I have this problem, and my daughters are switched, and my husband has anger issues, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, I think I'll start you off on, like, 2 pills of whatever this is a day. And I'm like, yeah, she must be crazy, because he already prescribed her, and I'm pretty sure that's her first day of therapy. And I was kind of shocked that Daphne was actually trying to be friends with Cherie, or like, not friends per se, but like trying to make nice with her. I just feel like I'm not gonna mess with her. Like, she has her issues. Like, I don't need to be around her. Like, just let her be. Unless she messes with you or your friends, just let her be. And Daphne's just trying to make peace, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so not gonna go as she plans. And she does make things worse, and Cherie just hates her even more. I'm like, see, she should just stay out of it. Just don't talk to her. And but then you do find out that because of Carlton's whole little protest last season, that's the reason why all the hearing people are going there now. And I'm just like, so they're all mad because they shut down their schools. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, like, you can't just ignore them. Like, I don't understand why people feel the need to be rude when all you have to do is just ignore people. Like, if you hate somebody, just ignore them. Like, if they're not talking to you, you don't need to talk to them. Like, what? It just doesn't make sense to me. And I was so shocked when Daphne got to her car, and I'm like, at her tires, and I'm like, someone just lost her tires. Like, what the heck is going on at this school? Now I know why they need all the security, because people are slashing people's tires now, and it's not safe. And then Daphne needs a ride from John to go to her probation job or whatever it is. And I don't know, like I said, I feel bad for her because John just gives her attitude, and I'm like, you know what, I'll walk. Like, I'm just kidding, I wouldn't walk, it's probably far away. But I'm just like, I don't, like, I couldn't deal with his attitude. Like, just, no, just stop. Catherine makes a new friend when she's going to where she's watching the jazz class. And he's actually really funny. Like, I don't know, it's just, just the way he acts, it's funny, and he just seems like a fun guy. And they try the tap dance class together, and he already gets her in trouble. She's like, who's talking? He's like, I'm like, wow, some friend. Like, he gets you guys in trouble, but he seems fun. And I feel bad for Daphne because, like, she's just been having a total bad day. And the doctor yells at her because he's like, you're late, and you should already know how to do this stuff, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, Daphne just can't catch a break today. And thankfully the wheelchair guy saves her. And I'm just like, thank God, because yeah, she didn't know what to do. And plus, like, I'm surprised that the doctor didn't know that she was deaf. Like, they didn't write that down on her transcript or whatever. I'm like, she's freaking deaf, so she can't she's freaking deaf, so she can't, like, answer phones or anything. So, like, yeah. And I couldn't believe that Regina was losing her job. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, she just got her, like, she had her dream job, then she lost it, and she just got it back. And now she's losing her job because her boss wants to go run away somewhere, and I'm like, that's horrible. And you know, then Bae, she's doing her art class, and there's this guy that comes in late, and I'm like, yep, him and Bae, like, I already know. Like, of course, because it's Bae's scene, so I'm like, they're already connected somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. And of course, they're assigned on a project together, which I thought they were gonna become like a thing, but apparently they're not a thing. So, and just like that theory was wrong. But I don't know, because normally, you know, the new characters, they become someone's girlfriend or boyfriend or like benefits. I don't know. And you know, I don't know, like I said, John with his overreacting, I'm just like, can you please calm down, because, you know, he knows about the security and all the rude people and slashing of tires, and I'm like, you don't need to take them out of the freaking school. He's like, no, we're going to Buckner, and I'm like, you know how boring Buckner is? Like, who wants to be all, like, around all those snooty rich kids? No one. Like, just let them be. If they want to stay at the school, they'll stay at the school. If they come crying to you, like, I want to go to Buckner, then just transfer them to Buckner. I don't know. It's just annoying. And, I thought it was funny how, you know, Daphne, since she doesn't have a car right now, she had to ask the guy for a ride, and, well, he offers it, and he's like, you want a ride? And she's like, on your lap? And I'm like, just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she just said that. And I'm like, well, I mean, she didn't know he had a car, but, like, what makes you say that? Like, what? It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm just glad she's making a new friend, though. Like, they can bond over their disabilities. No, so that's nice. And now that I think about it, it's like, it's so weird how easy it is for people with disabilities to bond together. Like, I don't know. It's kind of cool how you have that connection. Where was I? Oh, yeah. And I thought it was a good idea that, you know, Regina should buy the building herself. You know, her job is building herself. And I'm like, but where the heck would she get that money? Like, sure, you're with Angelo, but, like, I don't think that would fly. Like, I don't know. Just find a new job. I mean, I get that you want to buy it, but that just seems like a lot of money at the same time. And a lot of money that you don't have. And, I felt bad for Daphne. Because, you know, whenever John gets mad at her, she's always like, great, he's mad at me, so he's gonna kick me out. And I'm like, it sucks that she always has this fear that, you know, John is just gonna kick her out and abandon her like Angelo did. And I'm like, that's like, I didn't realize how traumatic that was for her until this episode. And I'm like, that really affected her, the fact that he walked out. Yeah. And then, you know, I thought that Catherine's new friend, I thought it was funny that he's paranoid. Ugh, sorry, my words are jumbled. Not paranoid, but he's just like, he's really funny. I don't know, he kind of acts skittish in ways, but in a fun way. And, yeah, and, you know, Angelo, you know, Regina was planning on asking Angelo for the money, but Angelo has his own problems, and I'm like, great, now Regina really can't get her place. I mean, I knew she wasn't gonna get it, but, or I thought she wasn't gonna get it, but she is. So, yeah. You know, then Bae has a frat partner. The guy is part of a fraternity. Sorry, I can't talk today. But, yeah, and I'm just like, great. So she has to meet him there, and, like, I thought that was a bad idea anyways, because I'm like, okay, he's part of a fraternity, and, like, I don't know. I'm like, it can't go well. It's part of a fraternity, and he's a newbie, so, like, they're hazing him. And, of course, like, I'm like, who invites someone to do a project with them at a party? Like, you're having a party that night. What the heck? And, you know, Bae tries to draw him, but she can't. And, you know, he's just like, relax, have fun. And, you know, of course, Bae's still getting over Ty. She wants to hook up with somebody, and I'm like, great. This again. But whatever. And, yeah, I just felt bad for her, because she's, like, really sad and depressed right now. But luckily, he comforted her. The frat guy, I don't know his name. But I'm like, luckily he comforted her, so, you know, she wasn't about to make a huge mistake with some random guy. And, you know, in the end, everything works out, of course. Well, not really, because John still doesn't like Daphne, but Bae now has a friend in her art class, and Daphne still has her issues from school too. But Regina's whole situation works out. There weren't a lot of happy moments in this, now that I realize. But Regina's plan still works out because Angela's sweet enough to help her pay for the building, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. It's really nice that he cares about her a lot. And yeah, sorry I'm such a klutz and I stumble over my words all the time, but thanks for watching. Toodles!